Hey guys, so today I'm going to be making eclairs, and I've made them before, just not for a video, but this time I'm doing a different recipe. And last time I made eclairs, it was a while ago, so I don't remember what they taste like. So the first thing I'm going to make is my pâte à choux, and I have my saucepan on medium heat, and I'm going to add my half a cup of whole milk. Then I'm going to add my half a cup of water, and I have 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Okay, there's my butter, and now I'm going to add my salt and sugar. Now I'm going to mix this together till it is brought to a boil. Then I will add my flour. Now that my mixture has started to boil, I'm going to take it off my heat very carefully, and I'm going to add my flour. I'm going to add it in slowly, just to make sure I don't hit myself with the heat, because the stove is pretty hot. Now I'm going to mix that all together. Starting to form pretty well. Okay, now I'm going to put it back on my stove, and I'm going to turn it back on to a medium heat, and I'm going to have it heat up for about 2 minutes. Now I'm going to turn off my stove, and I'm going to put my mixture into my bowl. Oh, it's heavy. Now I'm just going to slowly mix my mixture around so it can cool down, and then I will slowly add my eggs. So it looks pretty good to me. I forgot the exact consistency it's supposed to be, but it looks pretty good. So now I'm going to fill my piping bags. Okay, so now I'm going to put my pâte à choux on my sheet pan.
So I'm going to try to fix the ends of these a little so they tuck in a little bit more, like these ones, because it was kind of hard to put them on the sheet, and the camera was a little bit in the way too, and I was trying to do these ones. I didn't want to like pull back and hit the camera. And then this one's pretty tiny because we use just one whole piping bag, and that's all the pas de choux we have. So now I'm going to put this in the oven. Okay, so now my eclairs are cooling, and they're pretty small, but that's okay. I have my saucepan here. I'm making my filling, and I'm going to have my 2 cups of milk. And I'm going to bring it just to a boil. Turned my heat up a little bit, and I'm using this to whisk it just so it doesn't scrape the bottom, because I would use this one instead, but it would scrape my pan. So I'm going to be switching between these 2 whisks. And I'm just stirring it a little so a film doesn't form over the top of the milk. Okay, so now this was brought to a boil, and I'm just taking it off the stove for now, but I'm going to use that later. And this large bowl here, I'm going to add my sugar and my cornstarch. Now I'm going to whisk this all together. Okay. And I'm going to add my 4 egg yolks and whisk it until it is smooth. And also I already added my pinch of salt in there. It's going to take a little while to whisk it all together, but eventually it's going to form nicely. Okay. Now I'm going to slowly pour in my milk. I'm just going to pour in a little at a time, because if I was able to, I would use both hands, but I can't really use both hands because it's pretty heavy. Maybe I can. Okay, so now I'm going to put this back onto the stove. Okay, so now that I have it on the stove, I'm going to bring it to a boil. Then I'm going to whisk it for about 30 seconds to bring it to like a pudding-like consistency. Okay, so it's thickened up now, and so I'm going to turn the stove off and have my mom put it in the bowl for me because it's really hot. We had to have it get really hot for a minute, so you can see all the steam coming off. Okay, so now I'm going to add my vanilla extract. And then I'm going to add my butter. Oops. And I'm just going to mix it around. I think I'm gonna have a lot more filling than I do eclairs. So I don't know what I'll do with the rest, but I don't know. But yeah, I have a lot in here. I mean, it looks pretty good to me. I'm going to bring this to room temperature, then I'm going to have it cool for about 30 minutes in the fridge. Before I actually fill them, I'm just gonna make little holes. That way I have a little guide as to where I'm gonna have them. I only have room for 2 because I made them pretty small. This one looks like a peanut. That one. That one. Okay, so I have these ones all done. And now I have my filling. I made that one a little heavy, but I think it'll be fine. And the filling tastes really good. Oh, there was a hole on the other side. That's okay. Okay, so now I have them all filled and I'm going to make my ganache. I have my milk already warmed up. Okay, sorry, it's heavy cream, not milk. They just look similar, and so I thought it was milk. Anyway, I heated it up and I have my chocolate in here, so now I'm just melting my chocolate to make my ganache. Okay, so now I'm going to dip them into my chocolate. And I have a plate under here just in case any of the chocolate drips down. Let's see if this one fits in the bowl. So I guess it's good I didn't make them super big, because then they would have been a little bit harder to dip. Looks really good. And it's all nice and shiny. There we go. Oh, I have these ones too. Oh, I was trying to dip the end back in because it made like that weird looking thing. And my last one.
got chocolate in my hand. Okay. I'm gonna wipe my hand off before I try one. And I'm gonna put it on a plate so I can cut it in half and show you the inside. So now I put one of them on a plate so I can cut it open and show you the inside. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to try it. It's really good, and it's not super sweet, but it tastes really good. And I would probably make these again. It was a pretty long process too, just because when I made the pâte and I said, oh, the consistency's fine, it actually was super watery. And whenever I watch like the baking shows and stuff and I see them making their pâte and they're like, I don't have time to remake this, I'm just gonna leave it all watery. So I knew they weren't gonna turn out good if I left that. So I had to fix that, which took a little while. And then the filling, it took a little while to cool because you're supposed to have it cool all the way down, so it took longer than 30 minutes. So yeah, it was a pretty long process, but I think they're really good and they were worth making them. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content.